be sure to head to patreon.com/KingOfClubsYT to help support my channels. That's patreon.com/KingOfClubsYT. Link will be in the description. There are plenty of reward tiers, so please check it out. Hello everybody, KingOfClubs back once again. And we're here, we are at the show of shows. We're at the biggest show of UPW's existence, the Grand Showcase. The WrestleMania, if you will. The Super Bowl, World Series, big championship of whatever sports ball thing you're into. Think about that and apply it to this pro wrestling program known as Underground Pro Wrestling. I'm putting out the word, and then we'll get started. We got 7 matches, all of them for championships, all of them huge multi-person matches. It's going to be a show. I'm going to go ahead and get the show loaded while I'm putting out the word. Hope you guys are having a good day. Just so you're aware, we've got some sponsors in the house, so I'll be shouting out in between matches. And by sponsors, I mean me sponsoring me. Look at this. Got an outdoor venue, a big football stadium-esque arena. This is why we don't pay our employees, so that we can afford one big venue every year. And we're emanating from LA. The big city. We'll get into that in just a moment here. Alright, so got one of my social media things listed. Gonna list out another one. We're gonna get into the first contest. It's an 8-man ladder match for the Dark Match Men's Championship. It's crazy. Crazy. 8-man ladder match. That's insane. That's how you get things started on a big pay-per-view. The biggest of the year. Alright, that takes care of those two. Now I gotta go out to my last spot, which is more of a personal reach out to some of my personal friends. And then the game's gonna be focused on this. Put some emphasis. Yeah, this is very much my WrestleMania. Okay. Send that out to my friends. We should be good. All my social media is covered. Okay. So, this is the very first match of the night. It's going to be a big show. It's going to be on YouTube a bit later because I have to add in some editing, some advertisements from our sponsors, which we'll get into those in between matches. Yeah, see, we don't pay our wrestlers because we save up all of our money to afford one giant arena for the biggest show of the year. Here comes Cracky the Clown shuffling his way down to the ring. Now this is for our Dark Match brand, which is like our NXT. They're about to be separated from the main roster in terms of pay-per-view stuff happening next month. But Cracky the Clown, he's going to be part of this opening contest, an 8-man ladder match for the Men's Dark Match Championship. That's insane, if you think about it. Insane, insane, insane. You start off the pay-per-view with an 8-man ladder match. It's crazy. It's making it crazy. Crackhead the Clown has been accused of many things. Sanity is not one of them. Trying to take out my cameraman. It's going to be a massive event here at Grand Showcase. This is the big deal. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to put this on YouTube afterwards. It's going to take a little bit because I have to add in the ads before and after the video, like I've been doing as of late. If you're watching my YouTube channel, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then it has to render, and my computer's not exactly the newest, so it's going to take a little bit of time to render that out. And then I have to upload it. Uploading usually doesn't take that long. I mean, it depends on the size of the video, and this one's going to be a bit of a bigger one. It'll likely be 2 hours with the type of matches we have. Because it's going to take a while just to get everybody down to the ring for this first contest. Here comes Future Soldier. Everyone gets to have these epic entrances for this. Look at that. Future Soldier. It's like a Matrix type of thing going on in the background with his graphics. This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. It's going to be a slow start, you know, because everyone's making their entrances and everyone takes their time making their entrances, especially these two. But when we get into the action, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be hard to call, especially in a match like this. It's a ladder match. It's not an elimination match like a lot of our other matches are going to be. So the action is going to be all over the place. People are going to go flying left, right, center. And I'm going to kind of peel back the curtain a little bit and give you guys a little bit of insider knowledge here in just a moment after I talk about each competitor as they make their way to the ring. You know, we talked a little bit about Cracky the Clown, his drug problems. We talked about Future Soldier. He's mysterious, but yet he hasn't been that successful as of late. Hasn't been as successful as of late. Here comes Mambo Latu, leader of the tribe. Mambo for short. I'm not officially shortening his name like WWE will do to everybody. You see the belt already hung up there, hung up high up there. Mambo a powerhouse. But he can be pretty quick. He can be deceptively agile and flexible for a man of his size. Future Soldier, I created on my own. I'm like, hey, you know, kind of want to try something different, and I wanted to experiment a little bit with the colorings and the different type of materials you can use. That's how I came up with that character. Cracky was a hangover from previous concepts. I wanted to do something terrifying. Terrifying almost in like a comedic way, like a little too real for this type of way. Mambo and the rest of the tribe was actually a suggestion that a friend of mine made. He's like, hey, you know, you should make a whole faction, whole team of Samoans. And I'm like, hey, that's not a terrible idea. We don't have to make it over, you know, over the top. We can make it very much like the Head Shrinkers or the Islanders. You just make it, you know, like Wild Samoans. And that's kind of what I did. Took the inspiration from those teams and created the tribe. Add some modern twist, making, you know, the team, making the tag team portion of their faction themed around the Usos a lot. Then you have Purple Rage, who essentially I decided to take the concept. I decided to take Brian Cage, an actual professional wrestler. Right now, I think he's mostly working for Impact Wrestling, and I wanted to translate him into like a cartoonish, over-the-top variation of him, and that's how you got Purple Rage. I don't remember what got me the idea of purple, but then, you know, just the idea of taking Purple Rain and then making it into like an aggressive thing. Now you got Morte Voladoro. Essentially, I wanted to make a luchador that was not going to have any affiliation with Lucha Revolution. In fact, I wanted him to kind of be like the villain to Lucha Revolution, and that's what inspired this guy, because he's the lone luchador, and his name, according to Google, is the translation of Flying Death. I know Morte is death, and Voladoro apparently is flying, so. So I was going to peel back the curtain a little bit, but I'm more or less kind of talking about each character, like what inspired me to create them. And it's not going to cover everybody. There's plenty of people that did not make the show this year. Ultimo Liger, he's part of the original. He's one of the OGs from this incarnation of the series. He was part of the tournament to crown the first ever UPW champion, along with Cracky the Clown, Future Soldier, Purple Rage. A lot of the dark match guys were the original cast, were part of the original cast. Not everybody, but a lot of them. So Ultimo Liger, it's pretty straightforward. It's a fusion of Ultimo Dragon and Jushin Thunder Liger. Just a mashup character. Meant to be kind of a fusion. The original idea was to fuse high-flying, almost Lucha Libre style with strong style. Spin it with the kind of the masked cruiserweight or junior weight, depending on what you want to call it, from Japan. And here comes Trevor Jones. Trevor, he's the type of guy that I created a couple of variations of, actually. I think he's even gone through a couple name changes. Like, I think the original UPW, if you go back on my channel and look at some of the old stuff, like using, what was it, the 2K14 version of the game, I think is what I was using at the time. If you look at the videos that I was doing of UPW back then, I think at the time he went by the name of Tyler Jordan. He looked a bit differently. Honestly, he kind of looked younger and less gruff. Like, now he looks kind of like a Busta Rhymes version, like an older, rougher version of himself, of who he used to be. Then I just kind of took that and ran with it. He's a guy that I was actually hoping would take off more than what he did. Actually, it's kind of the whole purpose of dark matches. A lot of these guys didn't take off nearly as much as I thought they would. Just based on storylining and wins and losses, they just didn't get there. Because the way I play the game is I make things work around whatever happens. Even if I don't win the match, if let's say the computer wins the matches, which it does, I will try to make the story mold around what I'm given. Comes Gentleman Dandy, the champion. Gentleman Dandy's another kind of hangover. A lot like Trevor Jones and a lot like Cracky the Clown. In fact, I made a version of Gentleman Dandy on the 2K18 version of the game, I think it was. Pretty sure it's 2K18 version of the game. It was one of the previous versions, either 17 or 18. And I made him, and my best friend at the time, he and I would hang out a lot, and he'd come over, and so we kind of did like our own GM mode using the universe mode. And I'm pretty sure it was in 18 that we did this. And we would only use regular characters, with the exception of one. We each got one custom character each. And if I remember right, I think I chose Monster Heel and he chose Gentleman Dandy, or maybe it was vice versa. But those were the two that we picked. One for each brand. And the concept was that we were going to have an above brand championship. Oh god. And this one's already all over the place. All 8 guys in the ring fighting it out. Somewhat paired up, not really. Mind you, this is a ladder match, so it's not going to end until someone is able to climb a ladder. And you've got to deal with 7 other people. So this one's going to be tricky in the sense that you've got to wipe out everybody else to get to the top of the ladder. And it's funny. It's funny because a lot of these matches, well, so this is me kind of peeling back the curtain a little bit more. When I said that I work around the storyline that is given to me by whatever happens with the matches. Whether I win or lose, whatever happens, it doesn't matter. I work around that. That being said, I have people that I would typically, and this pay-per-view will be largely it, it's not so much that I have people that I want to see win, it's that I have people that I would rather not see win, if that makes any sense. Like, there are matches on the card tonight that I don't care who wins at all. In fact, I'm going to roll dice to see who I control, and I'm just going to go from there. Whether I even win the match or not is completely irrelevant, because I will build my shows around whatever happens afterwards. Oh god, do we just have one ladder? That's terrifying. Oh, I didn't want to do that. My commentary, especially here at the beginning, is going to be all over the place. Namely because you can't really call a match like this one effectively while there's so much going on. So Trevor Jones is the one who has a ladder. Apparently there's another ladder being brought into play outside the ring. Ooh, big enziguri. Ultima Liger went to the top rope on Mambo and was unsuccessful. Trevor Jones going for the championship. Trying to get it down. And what's funny is there's such a cluster of action that it's hard for anyone to stop Jones until finally Purple Rage does. Powerbombs him down hard. But look at this, Jones rolling one of the ladders out of the ring, limiting access to the belts. Very smart. Ooh. Right now in the ring you got Morte Voladoro, Purple Rage. Oh no. Gonna go slam him. Oh, yeah, I thought he was gonna drop him on the ladder at first. You got Gentleman Dandy and Mambo in there. And look at that. Marte also rolls the ladder out of the ring. See, that's, whether that's intentional or not, is beside the point. Oh, big slam on the concrete floor. See, we... to the match. Oh, there's that pivotal moment, and that drives me nuts. Crack you with the drug belly driver. trying to professionally move on. I don't know what happened there. I said I lost connection to the server. Not sure how. But I'm back connected now, so that's all that matters. So Trevor Jones in the ring. Marte Voladoro just now exiting. Mambo back in the ring. Oh. Ooh, everyone teaming up on Trevor. Seems like Mambo has the ladder. Now it's just Mambo and Cracky. Mambo looks like he's gonna go for it. Looks like Marte looked like he was going for a stunner attempt. Could not do it. Mambo going for the title. Save made thanks to the joint efforts between Liger and Dandy. Sorry, I'm a little rattled. I'm very frustrated. I hate it when I lose connection on any stream because it completely ruins like everything. It kills my momentum. It kills everything. Plus, it's hard for me to keep track of how long a match has been going on. Not that I have a time limit, but I'm, you know, I have a pace that I'm trying to keep. Ooh. Against the Gary there by Cracky the Clown. Looks like he's been busted open. Oh! Cracky taking out Trevor Jones on the floor. So, as the tradition of UPW, we don't use any type of safety measures. We have steel steps, steel barricades, concrete flooring. We basically rented out a football stadium and put down concrete floor, or a layer of concrete, that they're going to have to deal with afterwards, which means we probably won't be able to get this venue again. And it's also that we can ensure that we don't have a safe working environment. Oof. Liger looking to step the ladder. Look at him. Look at how he scales it. Liger's going for the title now. He's almost got it. And looks like Liger's the new champion. So, despite having an interruption there, some technical difficulties, we are back on track. And Ultimo Liger wins the opening contest, much to the audience's dismay, it seems. Not sure what that's about. Yeah, this is just a taste. This is just a sample of what we've got to come. Hopefully we won't have any more issues. Now the fans are starting to warm up. Okay, let's get back into it. See if I can smoothly edit the parts together whenever I do my stuff. So, before we continue, or as we're loading up the next match, I should say, I want to take time to thank our sponsors, and by sponsors I mean me, sponsoring me. So, first shout out I would like to give is to Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT. If you like this shirt, which has the logo of the show, the Grand Showcase logo is on this shirt, that's what it is. Lighting's not the best, but that's what it is. If you like this shirt, you like this design, or others like it, check out Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT. That's Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT. That's my merchandise store. You can find all types of goodies there. That's an excellent source of merchandise if you're wanting to get these hot designs. In fact, this is the first time I've rocked this actual shirt since I bought it for myself. First time actually wearing it. Anyway, so you can get that at Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT. Link will be in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, And then after the stream, it'll be in the description on Twitch. However, if you're watching Twitch, go to my website. Go to the website version, twitch.tv/KingOfClubs87. Go to my channel there, and you can get links to all of my social media stuff that you need to get access to. You can get access to my Twitter, access to my Instagram, access to my YouTube channel, access to my Patreon, and access to, yes, my Zazzle store. Plus, you have some other features on there as well. So that's the best place to go, is to check out my Twitch channel page on the website. So we've crowned a new Dark Match Men's Champion. Now we've got a Dark Match Women's Championship match. This one's going to be a table elimination match. Fatal 5-way tables elimination match. Insane. Bringing the extreme. 5 ladies that are going to fight out, and the only way to be eliminated is to be put through a table. Whew. Hoo boy. Hoo boy. Here comes Black Lotus, female member of the Kobayashi Strike Force. Strutting her way to the ring. She was actually the first ever women's champion for Dark Match. And at Uprising, she lost her title to Talia, who is the current women's champion for Dark Match. Now, something to keep in mind. I'll talk a bit more about the Strike Force here in a little bit. After tonight, we're going to have kind of our version of a Superstar shakeup. So you'll see new people showing up on the main roster, as well as on Dark Match starting tomorrow. So on the UPW main roster show tomorrow, you're going to see some new features, some new people. You're going to see a new championship debut. And it's something that if you join the Patreon, which I'll talk more about Patreon in a little while as well. If you join the Patreon, you'll have access to stuff involving that new title, namely helping decide who gets to challenge for that belt. That's just a little bit of information I'm going to give you. I'm going to save the rest of that for tomorrow night. Okay, so let's talk about the women involved in this match. Black Lotus is kind of a hangover character. I created a faction called the Order. And essentially, it was like a cult that were like super fans of Friday the 13th franchise, because they would come out dressed in all black, wearing, and this is on like the 2K17 version of the game. They'd come out dressed in all black. They would wear these black hoodies with Jason's mask on them, and they'd all wear hockey masks similar to his. And that cracked doll face paint that Black Lotus wears, that was her face paint at the time. But I don't remember ever calling her Black Lotus at that particular juncture. Maybe I did. No, I don't think. No, I didn't. I called her something else. I don't remember what it was, but it was something else. I think it was Panic or something like that. Anyway, so she became Black Lotus in the 2K18 version of the game when I first created the Kobayashi Strike Force. In fact, a lot of their characters didn't change hardly at all from their 2K18 designs to what you see now in 2K19. Joan Thomas is a hangover character from, I think, even the original, like back in the 2K14 days. She's one of the first women that I created. Really hasn't changed much. I think maybe sizing wise may have been a little different, but by and large she's not changed hardly at all. Sorry, I'm trying to mute my microphone because I've been burping lately. So Talia is the female member of the tribe. She was part of that group that I was talking about earlier, when I mentioned that Mambo and the rest of the tribe, they are basically a family of Samoans. Talia, she is meant to be the sister-in-law of Mambo. And kind of what it is, I took the idea of Nia Jax and just kind of adapted it, made it a little bit different. Kind of give her some of the Tamina threads. You know, made some small changes here and there. I wanted a bigger woman to feature in my women's division. And then you have Isabel Harper. She is another original, along with Joan Thomas. And then she hasn't changed much. The main thing with her that's changed is her hair color, I believe. But like by and large, not much else has changed. Like her looks haven't changed much at all, really. Even her like character attire and coloring hasn't changed much either. Oof. And then the last one was Carmen Guerrera, female member of Lucha Revolution. Lucha Revolution is a faction that I created in the 2K17 version of the game as well, because I wanted my product for UPW to be very faction heavy. Like think of the 90s, like late 90s, where there was factions all over the place in WWE and even in WCW when you had NWO taking on WCW and the main factions that came out of that. So Lucha Revolution and the Kobayashi Strike Force were meant to be big parts of that. And so when I made Carmen Guerrero, I'm like, I want a female luchador. I want a luchadora in a sense. It's gonna be a fatal 5-way elimination table match. So Talia, wisely keeping her distance, since she's the champion, she wants to retain that title. I don't know if there's going to be any title retentions. I don't know how many title changes there are going to be. We already saw one title change take place. Oh! Isabel being chucked towards the announcer's table. Which, ironically enough, I don't think the game counts as a table. Guerrero being propped up. Oof. And then dropped down. Now it's just kind of back and forth, everyone fighting around the table. Oof. Kind of a 2-on-1 thing going on with the champion outside the ring. Meanwhile, inside the ring, there's a big swing happening between Black Lotus and Isabel Harper. And so, kind of getting back to what I was touching on earlier, there are 4 matches on the card tonight to where I don't necessarily care who wins, but I need like certain people to not win because of what I want to do with the shakeup coming forward. Ooh, big DT. Uh-oh. Oh, and Talia gets eliminated. So we're guaranteed a new women's champion for Dark Match. I was controlling the champ, so I'm going to set the controller down now and I can just commentate. Oh, look at this. Joan Thomas going for a chair. This is a no disqualification match, so they are perfectly legal. Though it won't necessarily guarantee you the win. Ooh, speaking of chairs, Isabel Harper taking it to Black Lotus. So, like, with the first matchup, and this is me kind of, again, peeling back the curtain. I didn't really care who won it. Because the people that are going to shift around on dark match, I can easily adjust around it. Like, there are some people that are like hard options for who I want to really move between the two shows, and there are some that are kind of flexible. It's like, oh, well, I might, you know, shift this person, I might shift that person. This match does have one person, I'm not going to say who, but there's a woman in this match that I am really wanting to shift from dark match up to the main show for a reason. And Black Lotus is having a hell of a time with Joan Thomas. Ooh, spinebuster there. I'm gonna try to get back to commentating now that there are 4 women. Lotus knocking Carmen Guerrero out onto the floor. Now going for a dive. Oh, hit Joan Thomas. Thought she was going to go for Carmen, but did not. Carmen back in the ring along with Isabel Harper. You notice a lot of my women are kind of smaller in stature. That's why I wanted to make women like, well, like Talia, like, oof. And they're on the table. The table is not set up though. But women like Joan Thomas, women like Talia, women like Victoria James, and Benita. You know, I wanted to have women that are going to be bigger. Oh, the back of her head hit the table. Legs and all, like the worst, arguably the worst part of the table to be hitting. Because it's an uneven surface, there's metal bars there. Just, ugh. Oh, and a power bomb. Back of her head again. Oh, big scoop slam by Lotus. Ooh, whop. Kicks in the midsection. Exploder suplex. Nice waistlock takedown. Isabel trying to get things going for herself. Ooh, smack. A shin breaker by Joan Thomas. This LA crowd definitely into it. So just think about it this way, we're guaranteed a new women's champion by one of these 4 women. Ooh. Well, I would say that, you know, by throwing the table out, you're saving yourself, but you're really not. Especially not when you just bring it right back into the ring. You can be eliminated inside or outside the ring, that part doesn't matter. You just gotta be put through a table. Oh! Or just slammed on it repeatedly until your body feels like it's broken. Spinebuster. Oh, God. Big swing attempt. Kind of no selling there. Joan Thomas, who is just at this point, like, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, shoulder breaker. Throwing it out of the ring again. I mean, maybe for added impact, but then just bring it back in. I don't understand you, Joan Thomas. Ooh. Plugging blow to the back. Oh God. Military press. Oh! Ribs first. Going back outside the ring. So I play the game on hard mode because I like that unpredictability. I like the fact that I get to, and have to, adapt my story around whatever happens. If I played it on easy or on normal, it would be too easy. And sometimes even on hard, sometimes on hard, it seems like I have too easy of a time with the matches. I suppose I could up it to legendary. But I don't know like how much more difficult it would be, because there are some times when I foul up just doing this on hard mode. Anyway, so as a reminder, this is only the second match of the card. First match was the 8-man ladder match, in which case we crowned a new dark match men's champion. This is for the dark match women's championship. It's a 5-way table elimination match. We only had one elimination thus far, so we still have 4 women involved in this match. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. This is our grand showcase. This is our show of shows. Ooh, to a nice section there. Joan Thomas taking out Black Lotus. Carmen Guerrero being thrown into a table. Uh-oh, fighting her way out of it. Battling back and forth with Isabel Harper right now. Ooh, big chop. Doesn't put her through it, but it certainly hurts. Oh, another big chop. So the objective here is to put your opponent through a table to eliminate them. And so far, the only person that's been put through a table was the now former women's champion. So we're guaranteed a new women's champion at some point. Oh my god. Carmen Guerrero just took out the legs of Joan Thomas, who looked like she was going for a super suplex. Knocked Isabel Harper off the apron onto the floor. Tripped Joan Thomas back into the ring, forcing her to roll out of the ring. And then DDT'd Black Lotus on the apron of the ring. Now Isabel Harper has Carmen Guerrero. Oh, spin kick to the midsection by Lotus. Running hip attack. Now a big swing. Lotus trying to go after Joan Thomas, it seems. Keeps missing repeatedly. There she goes. It's blocked, but still. Oh my god, what a right hand. Whop. Just getting smacked around with the table at the moment. So I typically don't just let the computer do this. I try doing it myself, because my fear is that even though I don't have a time limit on things, I don't want things to feel like they're being dragged on far longer than they should. Like, there are times when I feel like this table match could have gone a bit faster. Like, there could have been an elimination there with that table in the corner multiple times. Oh, neck breaker there by Carmen Guerrero. Oh, getting hung up now. Big chop. See, that's the problem I'm seeing a lot of is, you know, you're going for the big chop, sure, that's not going to break a table. You need to put somebody through the table. I mean, obviously you guys were able to do it, you did it once. And obviously in this game it's not that hard to put someone through the table, you just gotta know how to position them. Speaking of positioning, Carmen Guerrero, oh, sliding baseball drop kick. Ooh, We've got Harper and Black Lotus fighting over the table right now. Just back and forth. I am actually happy that they fixed this versus the old WWE games. Because as crazy as it was, they're not limiting the number of reversals you get. Made it insane because you could have just a back and forth. Ooh. Oh. Corner exploder suplex by Black Lotus. Taking out Isabel Harper. Now we're down to 3. Have a version of a destroyer on the floor. Now Russian leg sweep. Seems like Lotus and Carmen Guerrero are teaming up to try to take out the bigger threat of Joan Thomas. But you need to get another table. Without another table, that's going to be a problem. Ooh. Oh, forearm strike. Now clothesliner out onto the floor. Guerrero seems confused. I don't know if she forgot where to get tables or what the deal is. You have to attain more tables in order to make this work. Right now she's just working over Black Lotus. Oof. Flipped into the corner there. Oh, big right hand. Uh-oh. Looking for a superplex. Superplex onto the concrete floor on top of a chair at that. Back of her head seemed to hit that chair too. Yeah, we don't have any like insurance policies or anything like that. Our wrestlers are basically doing this for whatever personal reasons they have. We don't really pay them. We don't offer them any type of benefits. Because maybe get out their aggression, that's your benefit? I don't know. Cracky seems to think he can get more drug money by working here. So right now it's become a triple threat match for the moment. Oh, there's a modified destroyer. Under the ring. He's like, I don't know. I can't find one. Try the sides. If it's not under that side, try the other sides. Oh! Arm breaker. Oof. Another arm breaker. Or punch. Why did I say an arm breaker again? My god. I missed. Guerrero could be going for that slingshot spear. Changed her mind. She's like, nah, I don't know if I can hit that one. Ooh. Back and forth. Try the other, like literally, if there's nothing there, try the other sides. We have to call an audible and sub in for one of these guys. Alright, seriously, they're just checking the same spot over and over again. Come on, AI. Alright, seriously, if they cannot figure out that you have to check the other sides, then it's gonna be a problem. Joan Thomas is still searching unsuccessfully under that side of the ring. Back and forth. Alright, I'm gonna try to fix this. Yes, controller assignments. Go. Typically I don't do that. Typically I don't like pausing during matchups. Okay, nothing there. We actually might be out of tables. Great. Did you guys seriously manage to screw up tables match? Hey, there we go. Match is back on. You guys had me seriously worried there for a moment. Oh, Spinebuster onto Black Lotus. Oh, whipped into the table face first. Now being thrown over the top rope to the floor. Oh, taking down. Ooh, Carmen Guerrero now just bouncing her head off the canvas like a basketball. Oh, counter there by Carmen Guerrero. Uh-oh. Oh no. Table kind of went all over the place. Glitch in the Matrix. Roll through. Oh, kick on the floor. Oh! And Lotus and Joan Thomas are the final two in this match. Oh! Big slam. Now it's just down to Lotus and Joan Thomas. I'm just kind of booing. There we go. There's the other table. Lotus able to get it away. Both these ladies want to be Dark Match Women's Champion. Oh, sidewalk slam. Oh, nice counter there. Lotus just... Oof. Whipping Joan into the corner. Now throwing her out onto the floor. Fighting all over the ring and ringside area. Sliding drop kick yet again. Ooh. That's her face first off the ring apron. Oh, slammed her on the table, but not through it. My goodness. There you go, Botchamania. There's a perfect eye on the table segment for you. Lotus now being thrown onto the apron. Could be going for the Queen's Landing. Oh! Oh my god. On the table, but yet again it did not break. Didn't look like a really flush landing either. Ooh. Big slam there. Lotus fighting back. There's a woman trying to get the upper hand. Oh! Big backbreaker there. Suplex. Oh! Through the table, and Black Lotus is champion again. Whew. Alright, that was a back and forth match. Kinda got some slower points, of course, but that's okay. In the end, we have a new women's champion, and that's Black Lotus. Demanding for her title back. So Black Lotus, women's champion once again. You see parts of her paint peeling. Alright, let's move on to our next matchup here. So now we've got a Bloodsport Eliminator. This is a Fatal 4-Way match for the Bloodsport Championship. And so what this means is that traditionally Bloodsport Championship matches are first blood matches, right? So this is a Fatal 4-Way elimination match to where you're eliminated when you're busted open. And this will go until there's only one man left standing. Two of these guys are making their debut here at UPW on Grand Showcase, so the best place to make your debut on the show of shows, of course. So, in this match, and we're going to talk a bit about this as we move forward. You know, the last man standing will become the Bloodsport champion, and there's a current champion, which is Fun Train, and then there's a former champion, which is Chase Danger. Hello, RJ, welcome to the stream. So as this match is getting started, I'm going to take a moment to thank my sponsor, which is just me, and talk a little bit about my Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/KingOfClubsYT, patreon.com/KingOfClubsYT is a place where you can get a variety of different reward tiers. You know, you donate money to me, and in return, I give you stuff. You know, check that out. There's more stuff for me to talk about in between matches. As I said before, we're doing this as kind of my WrestleMania, so in between matches I'm going to talk a little bit about what I call the sponsors of the show, which are just me plugging my stuff. So making his way to the ring is Chase Danger, creation made by RJM1223, so thank you RJM for allowing me to use your creations. He's part of a faction known as the Wolf Pack. And that's kind of what I want to make my focus on the main show about, is the community creations. Less about my stuff, which is kind of why Dark Match is becoming the new home for a lot of my original creations. Because I want to make the main show, the main roster, focus more on on the community's creations. So Chase Danger, a former two-time Bloodsport champion, has the opportunity to regain the title yet again. Because he's challenging Fun Train in this Bloodsport elimination match. But he's also going to be facing two competitors that are new to UPW, two that have never been seen before here in UPW. This is the first of 5 championship matches for the main roster brand. We had 2 matches previously for the dark match brand. So here's newcomer Omar Reyes, claiming to be the real champ, but poking at WWE, not so much at UPW. He could become a real champ here. We'll find out. So, very high energy. So Omar is a creation of Solio6, so I want to thank Solio as well for allowing me to use his creations. This will not be the only time that their names are going to be featured, Solio and RJM's names. They've sent me the most creations, but I've got some creations from other people as well. So the next competitor is another creation made by RJM. And he's making his debut. His name's Eric Danger. He's not a member of the Wolfpack like Chase Danger is. But one's gotta believe that there's some familiarity between the two. Kind of popping up out of the audience, it seems. Yep, RJM, you have 2 creations in this match, and more to come throughout the rest of the night. So to kind of give you guys a little insight here, as I mentioned, this is going to be my big show, my WrestleMania, and I can help allude to that by the fact that other shows that I've done, I think, were 2 hours or less. Most of my shows being between an hour and a half, typically. This show is almost an hour in, and we're only on the 3rd match of 7. And we haven't even actually started the 3rd match yet, so... So Eric and Chase are no strangers to each other. They battled in other promotions. But this is Eric's first time here in UPW. And here comes the Bloodsport champion. No, it's Fun Train. Beautiful graphic in the background. I might be, after we have our version of a Superstar shakeup, which happens, it'll happen off camera tonight after the show is done, while I'm editing and uploading this to YouTube. But you might be seeing some changes to the interest videos. I might be making them more focused around the factions and less focused around individual superstars. Maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. So Fun Train, because I've been doing this before each match, talking a little bit about each competitor as they make their entrance. Fun Train is an original from like the 2K14 days of me creating characters for this brand. Except he was under a different name, he had a different look, slightly different look. Actually, back then he was under a different name. I think it was Buck Howard at the time. Yeah, Fun Train is pretty awesome. I think he went by like the name Buck Howard at the time, but I didn't like that name, so I wanted to change it a bit. So it seems like Chase Danger and Eric Danger going after each other now here in UPW. while Omar and Fun Train are taking it to each other. Don't expect there to be a whole lot of actual wrestling in this match. This is a Bloodsport elimination match, so you get eliminated by being busted open. Cutter attempt missed by Eric Danger. Oh, and spiked on the floor by Chase. Chase now has a chair. Ooh. Starts working over Eric on the floor. Ooh. The chair shot to the back. Oh, went for a shot to the ribs, didn't connect. Ducking under there. Oh, and another DT on the floor. Meanwhile, in the ring, Fun Train is staying tall. Ooh. And hits the Fun Splash on Omar Reyes. Now, one would think that Omar has a distinct advantage wearing a mask, particularly a red mask at the moment. Ooh. What's Fun Train doing? Oh. Went to the top rope and it didn't pay off for him. Ooh. Eric being laid out on the floor. Fun Train. Oh! Is hit in the back by Chase Danger. Now, Fun Train being the target of Chase Danger. On the top turnbuckle. Oh! Not sure what he was going for there, but got caught in the air. Partially by Omar and partially, I think, by Fun Train. Look at this. Has him up on the shoulders. The strength on display by Chase. Oof. Omar interrupting. Swing and a miss with a chair. Oh! That one caught him right in the spine. Danger zone. Oh, dropping him on his head. Oh, ran into a fist from Omar though. Clothesline. Arm drag takedown. This is really a mess of a match, especially at this juncture. Ooh, they're going for a leg drop, perhaps. Fun Train being dropped down to the floor. Oh, modified flatliner there by Eric. Ooh, like a rolling unprettier of sorts. Chase fighting with Fun Train on the floor. Uh-oh. Up on the shoulders. Big slam. Oof, reverse DT. Action all over the place, inside the ring, outside the ring. Oh! It's hard to focus on the action here when it's all over. Oh, standing Spanish fly by Omar. Onto Eric. Oh, spiking DT on the floor. Remember, this is under Bloodsport rules, which means that the match doesn't end until your match doesn't end until there's only one person left standing. And that's not like a last man standing match. That's a poor way to describe it. What I mean is that in Bloodsport matches, it's under First Blood rules. And so you have to bust open your opponents in order to get them eliminated. That's the better way to describe it. Look at this. Oh, running boot. The champion laid out. Chase now grabbing a sledgehammer. Going to work on Fun Train. There's been one elimination. It looks like Omar's red mask didn't save him this time. Oh, look at this. Oh, a belly-to-back suplex on the concrete floor. Oh! And a bit of an assist there between Eric and Chase. Eric and Chase fighting out outside. Oh, look at that. Just carrying him. Chase able to fight free. Gets back in the ring. Oh! Running double axe handle knocks Chase down. Eric in control. So we're guaranteed a new Bloodsport champion. Just which one of these guys is going to take it home. Oh! It looks like it's going to be Chase Danger that picks up the win. Crazy action all over the place. Look at the show of strength there. Boom. So once again, your Bloodsport champion is Chase Danger. Yeah, I believe they are tied up, because if I remember right, Raymond, before going to the heavyweight division, held the title 3 times for Bloodsport Championship. And now this would make him a 3-time champion as well. So let's get ready for our next matchup here. We're going to have a tag team elimination match. So if you thought that was crazy, if you thought that was a wild match, this right here is going to be wild. So, we've got a 4-team elimination tornado tag match. Only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission in the ring. There's no disqualifications or countouts. And if one member of a team is eliminated, the team is still in the match until both are gone. So, I'm going to take time to acknowledge and thank one of our sponsors for the show, and that is Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT, where you can get all of your merchandise for UPW, and not just for UPW, but for anything that I create. This also includes things outside of UPW that I've done for my channels. So if you like this shirt, you like this logo, it's the Grand Showcase logo. My first time wearing this shirt. It's beautiful. Love it. If you like it, you can get it at Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT. You can find links in the description of the YouTube video of this, or if you're watching this on Twitch, there's a couple ways you can find it. You can go to the link in the description after the stream is over. After the streams are over, I'll be putting links in the descriptions. Or, if you go to my page on the website, on the physical website, there's a link there as well. It's actually got links to all of my stuff, my social media stuff. It's got links to my merchandise store, my Patreon. All types of goodies are there as well. Alright, let's get into this next matchup here. Actually gonna put that there. I need some notes here. It's gonna take a moment to get these entrances loaded in. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. We're at our 4th match of 7. And here you see Lucha Revolution, represented by Super Frio and Gran Tigre. Sorry, I was taking some notes down. So, with Lucha Revolution, as I mentioned this earlier when I was talking about Carmen Guerrera, they were a faction that I created in the 2K18 version of the game, and it was going to be, I was going to start doing UPW back then, but didn't come around to actually getting it done. But Lucha Revolution was one of the many factions I wanted to make, because I wanted to have different factions, different styles, different backgrounds, and so a Luchador faction came to light. And so I made this one to having a female competitor, a male singles competitor, and a tag team. And that's what we have in this match, is one of their tag teams. This match is going to take a little bit longer to load up some of the entrances because there's 4 distinct tag teams. Speaking of distinct teams, this is a new one on the scene here, called the Great Latin Veterans. Got El Leon there in the mask, and Diego El Numero Uno there with the hood. They were created by CWK 11198. So thank you, CWK, for allowing me to use your creations. It's a new team that we've got here. In fact, in order to earn this spot, let's kind of talk about how everybody got here. As I mentioned before, I'm trying to make the main roster more oriented towards community creations. So we've got these guys who were submitted by the same person. And they kind of mesh well together in my opinion, so I paired them up. Not sure if that was the creator's original intent, but you know what? I book things the way that I like to book them, and it makes sense. So, Lucha Revolution got here by beating the Fatal Furries about 4 weeks ago. Almost a month ago. The Great Latin Veterans beat the Furries in a kind of a last chance match about 2 weeks ago. Now we're getting on to our next team. This is another team that was created by RJM1223, so again, thank you RJM for allowing me to make your creations. This is a team called the Dark Wolves. They're kind of an extension of the Wolf Pack, but they're a bit different. They're a little more unhinged, so to speak. You've got Ethan the Demon there on the right, and then you've got Devon there on the left. Should be pretty obvious which one he is. They won a match against part of the Wolfpack, part of their own family in a sense, and that was by knocking off the Wolfpack members Tank and Max Cage. So they took their spot in this match. And one opportunity they have, if you think about it, these are guys that are fairly new to the scene here in UPW. And they're getting an opportunity at the tag team titles already. Very dark, very mysterious pair of guys. But they can certainly turn it up and they can certainly get it done in the ring. Yeah, they come across as a bit unstable. Alrighty, now we're getting ready for our champions to make their entrance. Perhaps. And here comes the true darkness. These men were created by Solio6 as well. So again, thanks you to Solio for allowing me to use your creations. I'm looking for female tag teams right now. I would like to ultimately make, or even just women that I can pair off into teams. That's the goal right now of what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm taking any superstars that are looking for a home, but in terms of thematically, I'm kind of looking to bolster my women's tag division a little bit more because I would kind of like to expand it into the dark match brand as well, because there's only so much space on each show. Cool. Afterwards, I might look at them while I'm going through some of my notes. So we've got Davidson and Aaron Adams here, tag team champions. Davidson obviously bringing the power, and then Adams brings the speed. They've been pretty successful thus far as tag team champions. Be interesting to see what happens. Oof, this is going to be a cluster of a match all over the place. All 8 men allowed in the ring at the same time, but they'll keep going until there's only one team left. Kind of paired off for the moment. Ooh. Right now Devon's headbutting Super Frio. Gotta try to call the match as best I can, but we make no promises here. It's hard to keep track of everybody at once. Now, Devon seems to be working over Super Frio. Meanwhile, his partner, Ethan, is being tended to by El Leon. We also have tag team champions currently dealing with... Currently dealing with Gran Tigre and then Diego Numero Uno. So running power slam by Davidson onto Gran Tigre. Cover. 1, 2. Almost an elimination already. Meanwhile, Super Frio is being just pounded on. Oof. Diego now coming, fighting with Devon. This is only our 5th match of the night, or excuse me, no, 4th match. Not even at the 5th match yet. We're at our 4th match of the night. This is for the men's tag team titles. Devon's got... Oh! Slamming Diego El Numero Uno down. Oh! Power on display. This is a tag team elimination match. Tornado tag, no disqualifications, no countouts. Only way to be eliminated is inside the ring. Right now, the first match was an 8-man ladder match for the Dark Match Men's Championship. And the Ultimo Liger won that match. Oof. Now it's been Devon just taking it to Diego El Numero Uno outside the ring. Meanwhile, inside the ring, oh, you got kind of a war going on between the rest of the competitors. Oh, on the edge of the concrete there. Big reverse slam by Devon. Finally rolls back into the ring. Aaron Adams catches Devon by the leg. Now it's a single leg crab, a rope break. This match is insane. There's a power bomb by Aaron Adams onto Diego. A power bomb onto Davidson by Ethan. Now into an elevated Boston Crab. So in the comment section, if you're watching this live, start putting in who you think's going to win. Who you think will win and who you would like to win, just to make things interesting. So we got our first elimination, and it appears that Diego El Numero Uno is the first man out. Oh! Running paradise kick from Elion. Kick. Davidson with the Tiger Bomb, 1, 2. And one half of the tag team champions has been pinned. So Davidson, the powerhouse, he's been eliminated. Now we're down to 6 men. 1, 2, 3. Ethan just got pinned by, oh, one half of the 3. So we're guaranteed new tag team champions as people are being eliminated left and right. So you got Grand Tigre, Devon, and then both members of Lucha Revolution. Oh, big face slam there. Onto Grand Tigre. Cover. 1, 2. So we're guaranteed new tag team champions. Interesting development now, as we're going to have a title. So far we're going to have 4 titles change hands. Nobody has retained their championship yet at this event. This could just become the trend of the night. Get to the midsection there. Oh, and a Tiger Bomb for Super Frio. 2. Oh. There's a Leon feint kick. Also referred to as a 619. Leon now taking out Super Frio. And it's interesting, Leon and Devon seem to be working against the Lucha Revolution because they realize that if one of them gets eliminated, it's going to become a handicap match. And so to give themselves the best odds, they need to work together. Right now it's kind of a handicap match as Devon kind of seems to be going after both members. Kind of on his own. For the moment, at least that's how it seemed. Now, you can't be eliminated outside on the floor. You can certainly get messed up out there. Oof. Chaos, chaos, chaos everywhere. Oof. Devon continuing to work over Grand Tigre. While Elion takes on Super Frio. Finally getting them back in the ring. Now working over the arm. Super Frio. Oh! It's caught. Go for it one more time. Oh, Tiger Bomb. 1, 2, 3. And now it's kind of become a triple threat match again. 3 teams, each with one member left in it. Oh. Nice neck breaker into a kind of a makeshift moonsault. Grand Tigre right now becomes the attention of the newcomers. Oh no! Devon takes out the referee. Not sure that was intentional, but it certainly happened. Oh, and for super kick and missed. Got caught with the tilt-a-roll reverse DDT. Elion, I think, a little disoriented. Oh, and for a moonsault, it took too long getting up there. Oh. Tigre ran into the Tiger Bomb as well. 1, 2. Kick out. Now a roll-up attempt. Oh, into a bridge. 1, 2. Another kick out. Oh. Not sure what he was going for there, but... Oh, super kick attempt blocked. Back and forth. Nice floater on DT by Elion. Devon trying to fire himself up. Oh, super kick to the mush. Oh, paradise kick. Elion not going for the cover though. Interesting turn of events there. Submission hold now. Oh! A reverse neck breaker, almost like a reverse DT. Oh, and for a diving elbow. Didn't quite connect the way he thought it would. Backstabber. Oh! Before he can even follow up, he gets planted. 1, 2, 3. Lucha Revolution eliminated. And now it's down to Elion and Devon. Uh-oh. Counter. Leon. Oh, big right hand. Going for a top rope superplex. Oh my. Down onto the concrete floor. Hard landing for Devon. Now flipped into the ring. Oof. Elbow drop to the throat. It's Leon having your mind. Oh, nice head scissor takeover. Got him positioned. Oh! Modified Dragon Rana 1, 2, 3. And the Great Latin Veterans are your new champions. And that was a wild match. Wild match. Look at some of the action, some of the highlights here. Cameraman didn't realize there was a giant thing in his way. So congratulations to the new tag team champions, the Great Latin Veterans. Diego El Numero Uno and El Leon. They put on a great match. Alrighty. That's our fourth match of the night. We still got 3 more left to go, ladies and gentlemen. Got another tag team elimination match just like that one. This one's for the women's tag team titles. And hoo boy. Hoo boy. Alrighty. So, as we're waiting for this match to get loaded up, I'm going to talk a little bit about one of our sponsors. Talking about this earlier, we've got patreon.com/KingOfClubs YT. That's where you can get access to exclusive reward tiers. So, for example, let's say you decide you want to check out the $1 reward tier. $1 rewards get you access to exclusive polls and discussions. You know, just some extra features. In fact, I got my nice little list right here. Plus, you know, whenever I do a Q&A video, which will start happening hopefully in the near future, anyone who is a member of the Patreon, if you're at the $1 or higher mark, you're going to get priority questions in those Q&A videos. Same thing if I start reading like comments from my YouTube videos and compile them into a video, I will give priority to patrons. So that's at the $1 tier. Let's talk a little bit about tier 2. The $5 tier is called the content, or yeah, Patreon exclusive content package. Content package is at the $5 tier. That's for Patreon exclusive videos, which will only appear on Patreon, and access to a Discord group that I'm starting. So exclusive access to a Discord group for $5 patrons or more, or up, however you want to call it, how you want to describe it. We'll talk a little bit more about Patreon later. That's just a sample. So this is for the women's tag team titles, as we're awaiting the entrance of the first team. Got the Crimson Avengers, Hannah on the left, Emily on the right. These ladies qualified for this match by defeating, let's see here, So I'm looking over my notes here. They beat the Princesses about 3 weeks ago to qualify for this matchup. So originally these ladies' first designs were different colors and different ring gear. Yeah, I didn't have a name for them. They were just Emily and Hannah. And I had no idea what I was going to do with them, other than just make them a tag team. This is in the early days of me developing a women's tag division for my show. That's kind of what, and they evolved to the Crimson Avengers because I wanted to change their color scheme. Added the red and gold because I like that mesh, especially at that time. And then the Crimson Avengers name actually came from my personal, from a group I'm a part of on my personal Facebook account. I sent out a poll and I asked, the other people, I'm like, hey, what are some name suggestions? And so they threw out some names and I put up a poll, and that's the one that came out on top. And that's kind of what I want to be. I want to be very much of a community-based thing. And speaking of community-based stuff, RJM back again with another creation, or actually two creations here. You got Erica and you've got Teresa. They are a team known as the She-Wolves. And originally, before Erica was added to the roster, Teresa was a singles competitor in the women's division. But after Erica joined, I decided to make them a tag team, and I'm like, you know what, this will work. I want to expand my women's tag division, and so we can do that. So thank you again, RJM, for allowing me to use your creations. He's actually been wonderful and provided a lot of creations that you're seeing in our community section of our roster. And that's kind of what I want, and that's really what I want the main show to be about, is what you guys make. Now, I don't want it to be taken over by one person. That's why I'm lobbying for more people to make creations. Alright, moving on to our next team here, the Little Nightmares, the dark and ominous team. And the concept is that at the time I had a character known as Nicole Fujinami, who was kind of the schoolgirl of UPW. And I wanted to create something dark for my women's tag division. I didn't want everyone to just be like the same, babyface tag team. I wanted there to be some type of threat, some type of villainy. And so I'm like, what could be scary? What could actually be like terrifying? And so I created these. I'm like, you know what? Let's kind of go back to like the things that used to be really scary, like things like The Grudge and The Ring. Take inspiration from that, and I use inspiration from an old RPG Maker video game for PC called Misao. Kind of gave me the idea for let's do like a schoolgirl theme, but let's make them different. Let's make them, one of them is going to be like the Japanese schoolgirl theme, which is Yuri, the one in the mask. And so I wanted that, but then I also wanted something a little different, and based on the face paint that she wears, I created Diabla. So I went with kind of like a Latin theme for her partner. But the idea was to have them be small and seemingly harmless. Like, just if someone looked at them like, oh well, they're tiny, they don't look very threatening, and they're schoolgirls, what are they going to do? But make them vicious. And that's what they are. They are vicious, they are brutal, their offense, their moves, very much based off of like hard-hitting strikes, like knees strikes specifically. I wanted them to be feared, and they were the first ever women's tag team champions, and they held those titles for a good while. Because, like, It's that danger that you don't expect to be, something you don't expect to be as dangerous as what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. And so that's where they came from. And now they are this ominous force lurking in the women's tag division. Speaking of ominous forces, make sure you tune in to tomorrow night's episode of UPW, because there's going to be a return of another ominous force. But I'm not going to tell you who. You're going to have to tune in and watch. No more spoilers. Tomorrow's going to be a very big episode. It's going to be similar to like a Raw after WrestleMania type of thing. Because there's going to be changes. There's going to be people going to Dark Match. There's going to be people coming up from Dark Match to the main show. There's going to be a new title on display. That's something else that we're going to be talking about. All types of crazy stuff are going to happen. Plus, it's going to be the starting of the next chapter of our storylines. But for right now, we're going to talk about Team TKO, the women's tag team champions. You've got Caitlin Overeem, the blonde, and then you've got her sister Taylor, who's in the robe. And so I wanted to create a theme that could be, theoretically they could be the heroes, kind of the face tag team, but if I need to, I can turn them heel without really making any major changes. And ultimately what they are is they're just a pair of badasses. And so I thought, okay, well, you know what, mixed martial artist, you know, something with MMA or judo or some type of combination of all that stuff. And we'll just make badasses out of them. And that's what they are. Also use the name Overeem from Alistair Overeem, an MMA fighter in real life. And this is going to be very similar to our last matchup. It's going to be a huge cluster of a match. Everyone all over the place. So what I was mentioning earlier is that I'm looking to bolster my women's tag team division because right now I have 7 tag teams. And ultimately I would love... Excuse me, I'm trying to clear my throat here. Ultimately I would love to have 12 tag teams total because that way I can move 6 teams to the dark match, which would essentially be my original 6 teams to the dark match brand. So they can have a women's tag division. Oof. Certain points you might see the game slow down a little bit because there's so much happening at once. Everyone all over the place. But even if they're not originally tag teams, if there are women that I could see pairing up with other women, that works as well. Because that's what happened with some of the characters that are in teams now. Technically speaking, She-Wolves were members of a faction together, but not officially a tag team. But they paired well enough to where, like, you know what, it makes sense. I can make this a tag team that works. Elion and Diego El Numero Uno, the new tag team champions for the men's division, they came about because they were made by the same creator and they had kind of a theme that meshed. Ooh, brawling all over the place. Now you can only be eliminated inside the ring by pinfall or submission, but there's no disqualifications or countouts, so people are going to be all over the ring and ringside area. Oh! Right now inside the ring you've got Hannah and Yuri fighting, Diabla and Teresa fighting, Erica and Caitlin fighting. Now they're kind of dispersing. While that was going on, you had Taylor fighting with Emily outside the ring. Now nobody's inside the ring. Everyone's outside on the floor. Taylor climbing back in. Uh-oh. For a second, it looked like both members of the Little Nightmares was gonna be going after Taylor, one half of the tag team champions. Oh! So Enzuigiri onto Yuri. Now you got Erica there, paired up with Taylor. Oh, look at that. Look at that cutter from Erica. 1, 2, 3. Taylor's been eliminated, so one half of the tag team champions are gone. So, I mentioned that Taylor and Caitlin are sisters, but also Erica and Teresa are sisters as well, from the She-Wolves. Whereas Emily and Hannah are friends; they're not sisters, or not even related, really. And then Yuri and Diablo are not related either, just classmates. The idea was that Nicole Fujinami, who had the theme of a schoolgirl, knows Yuri and Diablo, but doesn't really talk about how she knows them, like to what degree. Ooh. Fans here in LA are loving this. Ooh. Oh, Yuri has Teresa. Oh, double knees to the midsection. Erica, though, comes in and powerbomb on Yuri. 1, 2. Oh, save barely made for the powerbomb's sake. Ooh. Taylor now throwing Emily out onto the floor. Right now it seems like it's Little Nightmares. Well, it seemed like they were controlling the ring for the moment. Oh, hip toss and knees to the face of Hannah. Kind of interrupted there by Teresa. Oh, powerbomb on the floor onto Taylor. Pin attempt. Interesting. Teresa breaking up the pinfall. Oh, now taking out the referee. So this is an elimination match. I'm not sure she realizes that she could have allowed Hannah to be pinned to reduce the opponents that she has to deal with. Ooh. Oh, and referee gets knocked down by accident that time. And so right now it seems like Little Nightmares are mostly going off against the She-Wolves. Ooh. It seemed like it was the case. Now it's really everyone after everybody now. 1, 2, 3. Erica is eliminated. 3. And a dirty pin sees Emily get eliminated. So now it's both members. This is an interesting development. You have both members of Little Nightmares. You got one member being Hannah of the Crimson Avengers. One member of the tag team champions, that being Caitlin, and then you've got Teresa representing the She-Wolves. So each of the 4 teams are still represented, but one of them is still at full force. Ooh, right knee there by Diablo. Didn't quite hit flush. I mean, worked over by Teresa. All five of these ladies just kind of working over each other. Oh, knee to the face. Kaylin going for a pin. Referee calls for a rope break. One, two, three, and we're guaranteed new tag team champions now. Taylor's been eliminated. See, I think this is a mistake. I think Teresa should be going after the Little Nightmares, but instead she's fighting Hannah. Oof. Oh, now they're starting to work together. Little Nightmares still have both members in this match. Oh. Single leg code breaker there. Oh, running splash into a pin. One, two. Hannah able to kick out. Oh, Yuri taking on Hannah. Teresa taking on Diablo. Oh, running knee strike to the face. Down goes Hannah. One, two, three. So now that you got kind of a 2-on-1 situation, you've got Little Nightmares taking on Teresa by herself. Teresa fighting back though. Uh-oh. He's up on the top turnbuckle there by Diablo. Oh, Yuri runs in and bumps into her partner. Oh my! Arm drag off the top rope. One, two. Oh! 2 7/8. Teresa able to kick out. Oh, nice reverse DDT there. Dropping her across her knee. Teresa fighting valiantly. Blue Thunderbomb into a pin. Yuri there to make the save though. And this is a big disadvantage for Teresa. Oh, Insagiri gets kicked on immediately by Yuri though. Oh, clothesline to the spine. Oh, look. Diablo crawling over to make a pin. 1, 2. Oh. Teresa able to get the shoulder up. You're saying, okay. I want her. Hip toss. Oh, and knees to the face. Oh, going right on the button. Referee calls for a rope break though. Oh, an arm drag. Teresa fighting back into this. Oh. Now she's getting beat down by Diablo though. Oh, right knee. Cover. 1, 2. 3. And the Little Nightmares are the new tag team champions. My goodness. Well, that was another cluster of a match. But we're not done yet, though. We still have 2 more matches left as we look at some of the highlights there. Little Nightmares have regained their gold and now sit on top of the mountain here in the women's tag division. Alrighty. That was a closely contested match. She-Wolves and all the other teams, they definitely put up a hell of a fight. Teresa especially took a great deal of punishment towards the end before she was finally put away. Okay, now we're getting down to the last 2 matches of the night. I'm going to talk a little more about my merchandise store at zazzle.com/KingOfClubs YT. Let's say that you're not interested in a t-shirt, but you do want some merchandise. We've got other stuff there too. We've got buttons, like little buttons you can pin on your shirts, your jackets, your backpacks, whatever you want to put them onto. We've got buttons like that. We've also got little magnets. Let's say you work in an office, you want to decorate your filing cabinet, or you want to put some stuff on your refrigerator. I've got little magnets for sale. Again, this is all at zazzle.com/KingOfClubs YT. Find links in the descriptions of the videos. You can also find the link if you're on Twitch. Go to my actual channel on the website. You can find links to zazzle.com there. Now, let's say, say t-shirts aren't your thing, buttons aren't really your thing, or magnets aren't really your thing. What about posters? We got posters as well. Posters, all types of designs on there as well, and we're adding more all the time. So let's say if you don't see one that you don't like at this immediate moment, but you know you're going to like something, you'll find something there, I promise you. We're going to be adding new stuff. We're going to be adding stickers here soon and other new things as well. So it certainly behooves you to check it out. Now, we're getting ready for the men's World Heavyweight Championship match. And it's going to be a 6-man Hell in a Cell match. So this is not going to be an elimination match. It'll be single pinfall or submission inside the ring. But you're inside Hell in a Cell. What? You're going to see a brutal match. First fall to a finish. 1 fall to a finish. That's what I'm trying to say. And my God, if you've been blown away by the pay-per-view so far, then you're really going to be blown away by these next 2 matches, the last 2 matches of our night. Okay. So, some of the things you can expect to find on Zazzle.com, as I'm touching back on that, because I like to shout out my sponsors, even if that sponsor is me. Monster Heel has his own t-shirt. He has his own poster, own buttons, own all the goodies I mentioned before. Monster Heel has his own design of it. I'm working on other designs. Not only does we have the Grand Showcase logo, we also have UPW's logo. We have Dark Match's logo, which isn't much different. We've also got pay-per-views like Strong Style Revival, Uprising. We're adding more all the time. We're going to be adding all the pay-per-views we've done so far, plus the ones we've got coming up. So be sure to check that out. Let's get ready for this matchup here. So here comes Leroy Brown. And as I've done before, I'm going to talk a little bit about him as well. Leroy Brown, he's a character I created, so I wanted to make somebody new, someone a little bit different. And at the time, I was really gelling on the song Leroy Brown, which is kind of where I make a lot of the puns and a lot of references. I refer to him as the baddest man in the whole damn town. because that's kind of how the old song goes. It was a bad Leroy Brown, bass man, the whole damn town. That's how the song went, and that's where his theme came from. And what I did is I took the concept of Bad News Brown and made kind of like a modernization of that. And the idea was just, this guy's gonna be great. He's gonna be this badass dude. He's not gonna be a good guy though. Like he's not meant to ever be a hero. He could be an anti-hero at best. But like he's not friendly. He's not nice. He's got a finishing move called Bad News. And the bad news is him basically curb stomping his opponent into the mat. It's not the curb stomp, it's a modified version of it. He is, in my eyes, the next generation of greatness for UPW in terms of, guys that I would love to push that I created myself. Now here comes a unique individual, Harambe Prime. Now, a friend of mine that I used to work with, she suggested, just a name, she says you should create a group, because she had heard about me creating Workhorse of Walmart. And she said, you should create a group called the Fatal Furries. Excuse me. And, she said, you should create a group called the Fatal Furries. She didn't really go on to any elaborations beyond that. And I said, you know what? I could do something with that. Because there are enough animal-themed stuff I can make characters themed around that idea. And so that's where they were born. And when I was like, okay, who's going to be the leader of this? And I thought, what better leader for a group of animals than Harambe? I mean, some people will be like, oh, that's a dead meme, it's not funny anymore. I'm like, yeah, but who said that I cared about relevancy or being funny? It's making me laugh, and that's all I care about when I make this. And when I described it to my friend, she thought it was hilarious. But yeah, you got Harambe Prime, you've got this gorilla who's got metallic, almost cyber-like arms. He's got a bullet wound in this part, as if things didn't need to be any more on the nose. And now he leads a pack of animals of varying types. And it's wonderful because the animals are kind of contradictory of each other in a number of ways. You've got Bonita, who's like a Nikki Cross type of character, just an insane rabbit. In all honesty, I thought about making it part of the storyline that Bonita's true identity was Nikki Cross, but she's much too big for that. And not like personality wise, but like physically, Bonita is huge. So yeah, that's kind of where Harambe Prime came from, was from my friend's suggestion, and then I ran with it. Here comes Aaron Gaspar. He's another community creation. He was made by Psychoholic 420. So thank you, Psychoholic, for allowing me to use your creation. He's a guy that he managed to qualify for this match. He's actually fairly new to the roster. He qualified for this match by defeating CJ Malone in a qualifier match about 2 weeks ago. So let's kind of talk about how people qualified for this match. You have Leroy Brown, who qualified for this match by beating... looking over my notes to see who he beat. He beat El Cerebro. We'll talk more about that here in a moment. Here comes the champion, Raymond, creation made by RJM1223. So again, thank you RJM for allowing me to use your creations. He's our champion. He's the leader of the wolf pack here. His following, his fellow wolf pack members include Chase Danger, include Teresa, includes Erica, includes Tank and Max, also includes, to a degree, the team of Devon and Ethan. They're the more unhinged of the faction. Raymond is a multi-time champion here in UPW. Has held Bloodsport championships. Is currently holding that beautiful World Heavyweight title. And because he's champion, he automatically gets put into the match for obvious reasons. But getting back to who qualified, so Leroy Brown, about 3 weeks ago, he beat El Cerebro in a qualifier match. Aaron Gaspar 2 weeks ago beat CJ Malone in a qualifying match. Harambe Prime, he qualified 2 weeks ago as well, defeating a newcomer named Trent. And here comes Monster Heel. You want to talk about the big bad? That was the idea for Monster Heel from the get-go. He qualified for this match by beating Harambe Prime initially. Harambe got a kind of a second chance match. And that's how he qualified for it. Because at the time I didn't have as many people competing in the World Heavyweight division. So it was kind of weird trying to work around how I was going to qualify people. And then we ended up signing more people anyway. So, Monster Heel, he defeated Harambe Prime initially. And the way that he came about is that I wanted to create a big bad. I wanted to create the big monstrosity, the character that would never be anything more than villainous. Even if people loved him, he was never going to even be a anti-hero. He was going to constantly be the big bad. And that's what Monster Heel is. That's why he lives up to that namesake. He is meant just to be a destroyer. I want something that was also going to be really on the nose, hence the name Monster Heel, because it's just right there in your face. And then you have this man, the leader of the True Darkness, Raph, another creation made by Solio6. So again, thank you Solio for allowing me to use your creations. You see Raph rising. He qualified for this match by beating CJ Malone in his first opportunity. CJ got a second chance match when Aaron Gaspar made his debut. So you've got this team. No, it's True Darkness. They're kind of a faction that's been in a sense kind of rivaling the Wolfpack, and that's kind of what I'm wanting by having factions made by the community, or even just tag teams made by the community, is having something I can use to build storyline around. And so having the True Darkness be a faction, having the Wolfpack be their faction, that's great because that gives me something to work with. But it also gives me reason to encourage other people to make their creations and send them to me, because having variety of creations made by other people keeps it from seeming like the show's being overran by one creator. which is why I didn't want to have all of my stuff constantly be the prime feature of the main show. They can be the prime feature of Dark Match because then I don't care. It's not going to be as heavily pushed as my main roster. So outside the ring you got Monster Heel fighting with Harambe Prime. Inside the ring you got Raymond fighting with Raph. You got Leroy Brown fighting with Aaron Gaspar. And just a reminder, we are having kind of our makeshift superstar shakeup. It'll happen off camera and it'll happen after after this event goes off the air while I'm editing, while I'm putting in the ads, while I'm doing all that good stuff. So we might not see some of these people on the show, and by these people I'm referring to my creations. Some of them might end up on the Dark Match brand. Oof. So right now Raph and Raymond fighting it off against each other. Raph with the big clothesline. Oh no, look at this. Aaron Gaspar, big slam on Raph. Followed by a DT. Nice counter there. Oh, planting Monster Heel even. Now 6 men back in the ring. Oh, look at that stomp. The height that you had to get. Ooh. Ref playing the champion. Oh, nice counter there. Partially due to Harambe Prime. This is just a mess. Oh, big boot. Right now it's Raymond going after Raph again. Ugh. Can't even talk. Something to be aware of. If you're making more for a faction, the only thing to keep in mind is that if you're expanding a faction even further after they've already got people in each division, is you'll have to understand that they're going to have to start facing each other at some points. That's kind of why I try to limit my factions to like 5 members at most, because I don't want them to become so big that they're going to be fighting each other. Five people sometimes I mean, if I go any more than that, it would be just like one in each division, because if you're having like multiple tag teams in the same division, you're going to be seeing them fight each other. And storyline wise, that creates friction within a team. Oh. Ooh, big layer there from Aaron Gaspar. There's that running boot from Raymond. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Harambe Prime able to kick out. This is the World Heavyweight Championship match. We got one more match after this one. It'll be our main event of the night. It's been such a chaotic match. Everybody laying all over the place. Oof. Monster heel still outside on the floor. Oh, big rain power slam by Raph onto Leroy Brown. Aaron Gaspar being worked over by Raymond, the champion. Harambe Prime laying down on his side. Monster heel starting to pick up Harambe. Oh! Harambe catches him with a big boot to the face. Oh! Slanted is the champion. Harambe goes for a pin, but broken up by Aaron Gaspar. Monster heel rising up. Ooh, big ring kick there from Gaspar. Oh, kicks Monster heel in the back of the head. Like as soon as he got in the ring, got kicked and knocked back down. Harambe is thrown to the floor. Right now, it seems to be just Raph that's in the ring. Oof. Crazy Hell in the Cell action here. Oh, everybody's getting thrown all over the place. Monster heel finally starting to get back up. Tries to get back in the ring, as does Gaspar and Raph. Now they're going after each other. Uh-oh. Monster heel has Harambe up. Oh, drops him down head first. Going for a cover, but Raph able to make the save. Leroy Brown thrown over the top rope to the floor. Oh, big slam by Raph. Harambe able to stop him from making the pin. Ooh, slamming him face first. Now going for a pin on Harambe himself. One. Only 2 count. Oof. Raymond back in. Back and forth. Looks like Raymond's gonna go for a power bomb. Broken up though by Leroy Brown. Monster heel rolling back outside, getting kind of tangled up in the ropes in the process of it. Ooh, throwing down. Throwing down Raymond. Gaspar went for a cover, didn't get it. Ooh, Leroy Brown being thrown out of the ring. Oh, Gaspar with a big lariat. Oh, going for a submission hold. Raph able to make the save. Harambe Prime starting to get back into the ring. Oh, headbutt. Hit him low. Oh, starting to go for a Boston Crab, but Raph makes the save. Harambe now is Raph against the ropes. Ooh. Scoop slam. Harambe goes down. Leroy going for a power bomb on Monster heel. 1, 2, 3. We've got a new champion. So after a cluster of a match, you've got Leroy Brown as your new champion. So Leroy Brown, bandage and all. Yeah, so far it's been all new champions. Nobody has been able to retain their titles yet. Get ready for our main event now. Congratulations to Leroy Brown for picking up the victory in that chaotic Hell in a Cell match. So, one more match left. And it's for the Women's Championship. We've got 5 women competing in an elimination match. So this is going to be a fatal 5-way. Pinfalls, submissions count anywhere. No disqualifications, no countouts. Go in until one woman is left, and that woman will be the women's champion. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit more about our Patreon. So we talked about the $1 and $5 marks. Let's talk about other tiers we have. So patreon.com/KingOfClubs YT. We also have a $10 Patreon tier, and that is where we start getting into our care packages. You got our starter care package, which includes all the things from your previous tiers, and as well as a care package that contains a signed postcard from me, a small poster of your choice, a small magnet or a magnet of your choice, and a button of your choice. All those things I was talking about before, you get one of each of those plus a signed postcard from me. Now, we also have a $20 tier, which has all of those things plus an additional poster that is that's a Patreon exclusive. You can't find it on the store. See the poster, the magnet, the button that you get in the starter pack, you can buy them on my merchandise store. But with the $20 patron, you get an exclusive poster, an exclusive magnet, and an exclusive button that are not for sale. You can't buy them anywhere else. You can only get them by being part of the Patreon. Plus your choice of magnet, poster, and button as well. So basically, you're doubling your order by getting exclusive items in the $20 care package. And then there's a $50 tier that contains everything from all the previous tiers. Your care package that has your choice of magnet, poster, and button. The Patreon exclusive magnet, poster, and button, as well as your choice of t-shirt. So you can get a Grand Showcase t-shirt. Any of the t-shirts that I have for sale on my store, you get your choice of them. The last thing I'm going to talk about here, because this is our main event, we're not going to talk anymore about Patreon during this, is there is one more tier, and that is the Ultimate Care Package. It's a $100 tier. Now, it sounds crazy, I know, but hear me out. You get everything from all the previous tiers. Access to all the goodies, all the content on the Patreon, plus you get your care package that has now 2 buttons. Now it's got 2 posters, 2 magnets. It has a t-shirt in it, and then you get a choice for what to add to your final bundle. You have a choice of a premium hoodie, which has Patreon exclusive stuff on it, Patreon exclusive logos on it, or you can get 2 more t-shirts, one Patreon exclusive t-shirt and one additional shirt of your choice. That's all the goodie stuff that you get from our Patreon. But enough talking about our sponsor. Let's go ahead and get into the action. This is our main event of the night. Fatal 5-way elimination match. So we got Tessa, character made by Solio6. So thank you again, Solio. She is not a member of True Darkness. She is her own thing. Actually, majority of these women are characters made by the community. Now, even though she's not a member of True Darkness, there is something definitely dark about Tessa. I struggle not getting Tessa and Teresa confused, so that's kind of why it helps to put Tessa in the women's singles division and Teresa in a tag team for the women's tag division. So Tessa is in action. Here comes a newcomer, Doreen Redfield. She was created by shamrockstar, another community creation. shamrockstar made another competitor in this match. We'll talk about her in a moment. But Doreen, a backstory on her. She's all about law and order and justice. However, she did lose an eye breaking up a prison riot. She's got her glass eye in tonight. She had her eye patch on in her debut match. It's interesting, she won a qualifying match by defeating both Bonita and Victoria James. She's a bad woman. Here comes Kitty Sparks, another creation made by shamrockstar. So again, thank you Shamrock for allowing me to use your creations. Kitty Sparks always loved to be the colorful woman that she is. She can be a baddie, but she can certainly get things done in the ring as well. Be interesting to see how she handles herself in this type of environment. Now her debut match, looking through the notes here, she won a match against Victoria James in a singles competition. Also Tessa, she got into this match mostly based on experience. She's had some really good showings, so she technically speaking didn't really earn her way into this contest. Here comes the women's champion though, Nicole Fujinami. Nicole's been women's champion for quite some time now. She ditched her schoolgirl uniform, put on some actual ring gear, and it's actually made quite the improvement. She's been a lot more successful ever since doing so. She can take on the big and the small. She can use her power. She can use quick strikes. She can also use impressive submission holds. She can do a bit of everything, actually. Ooh. Now we're getting into some dark stuff here. Final member of this match is a woman named Urena. She's made by scrufbmx. So thank you, Scruff, for allowing me to use your creations as well. Ominous woman. Though brightly colored, very ominous. Some would argue chaotic. She made her debut, earning herself this opportunity by beating Bonita in singles competition about 2 weeks ago. This is your main event, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be for the Women's Championship. Fatal 5-way elimination matchup. And so, the rules are pinfall or submission are the way to be eliminated. No disqualifications, no countouts. Difference is this is false count anywhere in this matchup, though. So this match can go anywhere in the building. And this is a big building compared to what we're used to. There you see that beautiful women's title graphic. That's what this match is all about, ladies and gentlemen. The Women's Championship. Main eventing Grand Showcase, our big event of the year. There's the match, or there's the bell to start the match. You got Tessa with Urena. You got the champion currently being worked over by Kitty Sparks. And Doreen's getting involved in the action as well. Ooh. Urena knocking Tessa out of the ring. The other three just kind of going after each other. Urena trying to take advantage of the false count anywhere stipulation. Being up on Tessa outside on the floor. Ooh. Remember, that's concrete. Those are concrete slabs out there underneath that ring. Oof. There's pummeling. You know, inside the ring, there's a triangle hold going on between Doreen and Kitty Sparks. Kitty Sparks fighting back. Oh! Nicole trying to get involved every now and again. Hits the German suplex there. Right now, it's been Urena taking it to Tessa. She gets stopped. Referee now outside the ring as everyone except for Urena is outside. Urena back in the ring. Oh, big DDT. Pinfall attempt on Doreen. She's able to kick out though. Referee kind of outside, kind of all over the place right now. Oh, nice belly-to-belly suplex by Tessa onto Urena. Kick to the midsection. Oh! Kind of an Oshigoroshi at 1, 2. Just able to kick out at 2. Meanwhile, outside the ring, the other three are still fighting at it. Oh! Full Nelson into the kick. 1, 2. Tessa's still in this match, but she's taken a severe amount of punishment thus far. Oh! Kitty Sparks getting caught. Nicole going after Doreen on the floor. Hits her with that slide, baseball slide drop kick through the ropes. Oh! Elevated flatliner by Kitty Sparks on Urena. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Urena, the first woman eliminated in this match. Now down to 4. Pinfall attempt on the champion on the floor. 1, 2. Oh, Nicole kicks out. An F5 by Tessa in there and goes for a pin on Kitty Sparks. 1, 2. Kick out by Kitty Sparks. Now back in. Oh, back elbow there by Tessa on Kitty Sparks. Pinfall attempt on the floor. 1, 2, 3. And Doreen's been eliminated. Nicole is in the final 3 of our main event here. Gets clocked by Tessa. Oh, counters it to a sunset flip. Referee needs to get back out there to make the count, and he's not out there in time. Oh, power slam on the floor. That concrete slab. Ooh, big punch. Hey, Sparks showing her strength. Oh, Tessa face first off the ring apron. Now covered by Katie Sparks. 1, 2. Tessa able to kick out again. Oh. Katie Sparks gets stopped. Oh, and planted on the floor by Tessa. Moved up onto the shoulders. Oh, and dropped down back of her head on the concrete slab. Champ's coming outside, going after Kitty. Oh. Right now is Case Sparks going after everybody. Gets thrown back into the ring by Tessa. Champion Nicole is on the floor. Oh, power bomb. What strength by Kitty Sparks. Goes after the champion. Counters into a bulldog. Nicely done. Oh, there's the discus lariat by Nicole. She gonna go for a pin? I think instead she's gonna go, showing that submission skill, she's going for the Dragon Sleeper. Trying to put Kitty out. No, Kitty's able to roll through. Knocked onto the rope. Oh, back suplex though. Pin. 1, 2. Kitty kicks out. Oh, dragon suplex by the champion. And a belly to back suplex for Tessa. Oh, German suplex. Another German suplex. Oh. And there's a discus lariat by Nicole. Kitty power bombing the champion into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out. And immediately transitions into an elevated Boston Crab. Didn't have a good grip as the champion able to fight her way out. Uh-oh. Oh! Kick. Catches her. Oh, and a rib breaker to follow it. My goodness, what a combo there. Kitty using the ropes. 1, 2, 3. And we're guaranteed a new champion. And what a fitting way to end this season, if you will. As we get ready to start the new season tomorrow, by having all new champions in all of these divisions. Oh, so it's going to be either Tessa or Kitty Sparks as the new women's champion. Who walks out with the gold? Kitty going for a cover. 1, 2. Tessa able to kick out. Oh, went for a kick and missed. Tessa, oh, high angle back suplex. An arm drag by Kitty. Ooh, puts her in the corner. Goes her onto the floor. Ooh, sliding drop kick of her own. Going for the pin. Referee trying to get over into position. 1, 2. I think that time may have saved Tessa a little bit. Oh, big lariat. Tessa picking up Kitty. Going after the arm. Kitty fights back. Kitty's like, you know what? No. I've got you in a hammer lock. Gets elbowed in the face for her troubles. Oh, a German suplex on the concrete floor. Right by that steel barricade. Another one actually by the ring apron. And a third one, my goodness. Dropping her on her head on those concrete slabs. Thrown into the ring. Ooh, slam chest first. Tessa gets back in the ring. Picking up Kitty. Gets her on her shoulders. Oh! Big F5 style slam. Tessa. 1, 2, 3, and Tessa's your new women's champion. Look at this. Oh. A big slam on the floor by Doreen early on in the match. The F5 early on. Doreen gets planted with a discus lariat. Oof. And a big discus punch there too. In the end though, it's Tessa who gains the gold. So what a way to end Grand Showcase, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to those who've been watching this since the beginning of UPW. Thank you to those who continue to watch us. And thank you especially to those who've been sending us creations. Please send us more. We love them. This has been by far my favorite series to do. It's been my baby for a while. And it's one that I want to continue to grow and continue to develop. Whew. So thank you to our sponsors, Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT, as well as Patreon.com/KingOfClubsYT. Links for the descriptions will be in the links for those websites will be in the description. And then you can also find them on my Twitch page as well. But thank you so much. It's been a wonderful, wonderful thing. And we've got more to come, so tune in tomorrow to find out what happens next. Starting a new chapter, starting a new saga with UPW. But until that time, I'm King of Clubs. I want to remind you to be cool, have fun. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Get your King of Clubs goodies at Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT. That's Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT. You can find all types of merchandise there. Be sure to check the link in the description for more.